Hi friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Agricultural Engineering. So as I said earlier, now today we are going to discuss chapter number 7, Elementary Food Engineering. So without wasting any time, let's go for it. So what are the thermal treatments? The heat treatment process can be divided into three categories: heating the food below 100 degrees Celsius temperature, heating the food to a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius, and heating the food above 100 degree Celsius. So pasteurization process was first developed in 1864 by Pasteur to prevent abnormal fermentations in wine. So in case of milk, the pasteurization of milk is performed by heating every particle of milk to at least 61 degrees Celsius and holding it at that temperature for 30 minutes. This is low temperature long time LT pasteurization, and another method is high temperature short time ST pasteurization. For that ST, the temperature of heating of milk is 71 degrees Celsius and the milk is holding at the temperature for at least 15 seconds. So pasteurization destroys most of bacteria present in milk, thus improves the keeping quality of milk. So for pasteurization, there are two types of pasteurizers. One is batch type and another is continuous type. In batch type pasteurization, the barrel type heat exchangers which heat the milk or fruit juice to 61 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. And in continuous type pasteurization, there are four stages: preheating or regeneration, heating, holding, and cooling. In plate type pasteurizers, milk is heated to 71 degrees Celsius and is maintained at the temperature of 15 seconds. So in a continuous pasteurizer, milk at 5 degrees Celsius is fed into the regeneration unit by the pump. The cold milk is heated in regeneration section by outgoing pasteurized milk. In this section, the cold incoming milk is heated to 55 degrees Celsius from 5 degrees Celsius by pasteurized milk. From the regeneration unit, the warm milk is pumped to plate heater to heat the milk at pasteurization temperature of 71 degrees Celsius. The milk is then passed to the holding tube. Then the milk comes to regeneration unit where it is cooled to 18 degrees Celsius by incoming cold milk at 5 degrees Celsius. The pasteurized milk is then pumped directly into the cooling section where it is cooled to 4 degrees Celsius for final packaging. So on page number 317 you can see high temperature short time continuous pasteurizer image. Then sterilization. Sterilization of food is carried at temperatures above 100 degrees Celsius. So sterilization by saturated steam is most common method. Low acid foods are sterilized at temperature above 100 degrees Celsius with the help of pressurized sterilizers. So in this case batch sterilizers are there, then continuous pressure sterilizers are there. In batch sterilizers, the steam pressure are in the range of 350 to 415 kilonewton per meter square. In continuous type, the temperature of water in the preheater zone and air cooling section is between 107 to 118 degrees Celsius. The water cell temperatures in the steam chamber are between 114 to 127 degrees Celsius. The container are carried on a twin roller chain conveyor operated at slow speed of around 2 meter per minute. Now another process is blanching. Blanching is an important heat process in the preparation of vegetable and foods before dehydration and canning packaging. During blanching, what actually done is to inactivate enzymes and to destroy the peroxide. So food is heated. Blanching is the process of heating the food rapidly to predetermined temperature, holding it at that temperature for a definite time period, and then cooling the material or passing it to subsequent processing without delay. So to inactivate enzyme, the main purpose of blanching is to inactivate enzymes. So there are two methods for blanching: immersion blanching with the help of hot water and steam blanching. So in food dehydration, the removal of moisture from food in order to preserve them during season of abundance or consumptions during season of shortage is one of the oldest preservation method. So dehydration, so drying time. For the calculation of or prediction of constant rate drying period, the following general equation holds good. Rc is equal to dm by dt, where m0 is initial moisture content minus critical moisture content divided by time for constant drying rate. So what are the dehydration equipment? Dehydration by heated air, dehydration by direct contact with heated surface, dehydration of food products by radiating or dielectric source, then dehydration of food by freeze drying. So in this method, the food products are frozen and then sublimated to vapor. The heat transfer takes place under low pressure condition. So this is freeze drying principle we have already seen. Now tray or compartment dryer, then drum dryer. We have seen the principle of drum dryer, means that drum is heated and our the material to be dried is kept on that surface. Then with the help of scraper, the dried material is scraped off. Then freeze drying. So see, the triple point of water lies at 0 degree Celsius and 4.59 millimeter of mercury. Remember this point. Triple point of water lies at 0 degree Celsius and 4.59 millimeter of mercury. This is important point from exam point of view. So at triple point, all three phases of water occurs. Then next is freezing. In freezing, the freezing time is determined using Planck equation. So remember, for freezing time we have to use Planck equation. Then see, these are constant P and R. So for infinite plate, what is the value of P and what is the value of R? For infinite cylinder and for sphere, remember this P and R values from exam point of view. Now freezing technology and equipment. Freezing by indirect contact of refrigerant, then freezing by direct contact with cooled refrigerant. Just you should know the principle. Freezing by air blast. So in this air blast freezer, the temperature of air is kept as low as -20 to -40 degrees Celsius and the velocity ranges from 0.5 to 18 meter per second. In extrusion cooking, what is the principle of extrusion? The complete gelatinization can be obtained at 110 degrees Celsius and 24 to 27 moisture content. Then the basic elements of proper extrusion cooking are: feeding of granular or milled material in the extruder should be continuous at desired feed rate. The control temperature should be 82 to 99 degrees Celsius and the moisture should be uniformly applied to the product. So extruder screw diagram, what are the components of that particular screw and the direction of rotation of that screw you should know. Twin screw extruder in case of. Then evaporation. Evaporation is an unit operation to concentrate a solution with the volatile solvent. Now there are different types of evaporator. One is single effect and another is multiple effect evaporator. So name itself indicated that in single effect evaporator only one time one time only we are doing evaporation operation. In multiple effect, that whatever concentrate we are getting, that we are feeding into the second evaporator, means that process continues until we are getting concentrated product. Then from exam point of view, you should know the mass balance. In case of evaporator, they won't ask any problem on that, but you should know the different type of heat evaporator. Now let's come for heat exchanger. There are different type of heat exchangers: plate heat exchanger, double pipe heat exchanger, shell and tube heat exchanger, shell and tube heat exchanger with baffles, plate fin type heat exchanger. So in plate heat exchanger are primarily used for low viscosity fluids like milk. Then double pipe heat exchanger, then shell and tube heat exchanger, plate fin type heat exchanger. You should know the working principle of each type of heat exchanger, and that particular heat exchanger is used for which type of material. Now all are problems regarding heat exchanger. From exam point of view, these problems are not that much important, so you can ignore it, but you should know the different type of heat exchanger and their working principle, and the product we used with the help of which type of heat exchanger, that you should know. And in this way we have finished our chapter number 7. Now in the tomorrow's lecture we will see the chapter number 8, which is agricultural waste and byproducts utilization. Thank you for watching our video. For more such videos, don't forget to subscribe our channel.